My name is Jay Sanderson. For the past 11 months, I've been the president of the Jewish Federation Council of Greater Los Angeles. And as president of the Federation, I have 163 employees. I run one of the largest Jewish nonprofits in the world, focusing on three main issues: caring for Jews in need here and around the world, ensuring a Jewish future for our children and our grandchildren, and engaging in our greater community here in Los Angeles. As part of that, I am involved in raising about $50 million a year and distributing most of that $50 million. The model of this federation was created 99 years ago. Next year is our 100th anniversary. So 99 years ago, a small number of organizations, Jewish organizations in the community, decided that they didn't want to raise money anymore. They wanted a central body to raise money for every community organization, which was easy to do when there are 4 or 5 community organizations 100 years ago. So that was the model. The model evolved and became, an umbrella of beneficiary agencies is really what the Federation used to be. What we are and what we're going to be is an organization that is really the leader, the hub, the convener in the community, the central address for Jewish life. As an example, there's a tremendous fire raging in Israel right now, and only the Federation can mobilize people to raise the funds necessary to take care of this extraordinary circumstance. We saved Soviet Jews that way. We've rescued Jews all over the world. So as the central address, we deal with crises. There are about 100,000 Jews living in Los Angeles under the poverty line. Never mind Jews that are in need in Eastern Europe, in South America, in Israel. So we're going to be, as always, focusing on caring for Jews in need. So we initiated a program called the Emergency Cash Grant Program. It's a phenomenal program. It speaks to everything that we do and all the leveraging that we do. It's a true story. An elderly woman called us who lived in the West Side, who was getting ready to be evicted from her apartment because she lost her job. Now, what we know about people in need is they don't have one issue, they have multiple issues. So she was getting ready to be evicted from her apartment because she lost her job. She was also on the heart transplant list. And if you don't have an address, they take you off the list. So here's a woman in dire need. She calls us. We connect her to a social worker that we fund at Jewish Family Service. Okay, immediately we give her $2,000 to keep her in her apartment. We get her food from SOVA. We jump her to the top of the line of all the agencies that we support. And she's healthy, gets her heart transplant, right? Gets back to her apartment. We get her to the top of the line at Jewish Vocational Service to be retrained in a new job. Now she's living independently again in her apartment, totally okay. $2,000, leveraging relationships in the community, helping her. Over 1,000 stories in a year, just like that in Los Angeles. Only Federation can do that. We work with a number of organizations locally, nationally, and internationally. In Israel, we work with the Jewish Agency and with the Joint Distribution Committee, as well as other organizations. Here in Los Angeles, we deal with we support Jewish Family Service, Jewish Vocational Service, Jewish Free Loan, Tzedek Legal Services, a number of organizations. And we now, in the new Federation model, we view those relationships as partnerships. In the old model, we were all things to all people. Now we can't be all things to all people. We want to be focused in what we do. And I think that by identifying these 3 major priority areas, caring for Jews in need, and focusing on the Jewish community in a different way than we have in the past, but at the same time, making sure that 25 years from now that there's a community to take care of Jews in need 25 years from now. So looking towards making sure that any young person who wants to go to Israel gets to go to Israel, who wants to go to summer camp gets to go to summer camp, who wants a Jewish education gets a Jewish education. We believe that one of the most important experiences that a young person can have is a trip to Israel. If Israel is at the heart and soul of being Jewish, the only way you can be connected to your heart is to be there. Taglit Birthright is a phenomenal program. It's a 10-day program where 18 to 26-year-olds spend 10 days for free in Israel. So if a donor is interested in a specific area and they want to give money to that organization, I think that's great. As long as money is going to Jewish causes, I think that's positive. Why the Federation? Because the Federation is a leveraging agent. Because what we do best is take your dollars and spread them out so that we're making the maximum impact. We have expertise and experience in areas so that when we're taking your charitable dollars and investing them in the community, we're doing it thoughtfully and strategically.